yafe hayom, Shabbat shalom, ma yafe hayom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, ma yafe hayom, Shabbat shalom, ma yafe hayom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Hello and welcome to our Friday night service here at Vail. I'm so glad that you have joined us this evening. We're going to be pretty casual today. If you feel so inclined, you can scoot forward. We can pull up chairs. You're welcome to stay just where you are as well. And throughout tonight's service, if you see any readings or any prayers that out to you in particular, feel free to just go ahead and say, hey, let's do this reading that's on page 19. We're going to be very casual today. I'm Cantor Michelle, and Rabbi Newman is not here this evening. And so we will go ahead and get started with our lighting of our Shabbat candles. Would anyone like to come up and light for us? I'm happy to sing it if you want to light. Anyone? I will call on someone. No? No? Girls, you want to do it with me? Yeah. All right, come here. Ziva and Lila, come join us. Are you able to reach? Do you want to do it? Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat v'shel Yom Tov. Thank you, girls. All right, you can have a seat. Let's return to our prayer books on the next page with Hine Ma Tov. How good and pleasant it is for all of us to be here together this evening. And if you're sitting near somebody that you don't know, please take a moment to introduce yourselves to them. And if you're sitting near folks that you do know, you can wish them a Shabbat Shalom. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, יאללה לי, יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, יאללה לי, יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. We have a small and mighty group with us this evening. You all sound so very beautiful. All right, let's join together on page 8. At the bottom, is there someone who would like to lead us responsively in a family prayer? Sure. All right. Thanks, Alex. Just because we're streaming also. Yeah. I know we can hear you, but we want to make sure we can hear you too.
May we never take for granted the gift of Shabbat as we sit nestled in the Rocky Mountains, sharing this humble moment with family and friends.
May the satisfaction of celebrating Shabbat harden our spirits. Let Shabbat peace bring quiet to our souls.
Allow this time set aside for song and prayer to bring us closer together in thoughts and deeds.
Let the space we share become our place of devotion, glowing with reverence and filled with our traditions.
May the end of this week encourage us to examine our actions. Let us look ahead towards the new week so we will be worthy of all of God's blessings.
Thank you so much. And we join together at the top of page 8. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzitchem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. All right, before we turn to page 12, are there any semi-proficient Hebrew readers in the room who know what our tablecloth here behind us says? It's extra challenging with no vowels. That's right. That's right. So at the top of page 12, we have these words here. Esa einai el heharim me'ayin yavo ezri. I lift my eyes up to the mountains. From where does my help come? And this is not what most of the table clubbers in synagogue say, but this we thought would be special to have here, where we get to literally look up to the mountains and ponder these questions. So let's join together on the top of page 12. Esa einai. Esa einai el heharim me'ayin yavo ezri. Esa einai el heharim me'ayin yavo ezri. Ezri me'im Adonai. Oh, say shamayim va'aretz ezri me'im Adonai. Ose shamayim va'aretz esainai el heharim me'ayin yavo ezri. Esainai el heharim me'ayin yavo ezri. Ezri me'im Adonai. Ose shamayim va'aretz ezri me'im Adonai. Ose shamayim va'aretz. Beautiful. Let's all turn together to page 16 as we welcome in the Shabbat bride, and we join together with the singing of Lecha Dodi. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekavela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Hishmi'anu el ha'meyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shemo tiferet v'litchila lecha dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekavela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nilcha, ki hi mekor ha'beracha, mirosh mikedem nesucha. Sof ma'aseh b'machsheva tchila lecha dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekavela. Mikdash melech ir melucha, kumitzi mitoch ha'afaycha, Rav lach shevet be'emek hamacha, vehu yachmol alaychem lecha dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekavela. I'd like to invite those of us who are able to rise and face the entrance to our sanctuary as we welcome in the Shabbat bride. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, page 18. Gam b'simcha u'v'tzala, toch emunei am segula. Boi chala, la lecha dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekavela. 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 Beautiful. All right, at this time, I would like to invite everyone in the room as we were welcoming in the Shabbat bride. I'd like to invite you to think for a moment of something that you have done in this past week to help you to welcome in Shabbat, to help you to welcome in Passover, to share something, a special memory from a Pesach past, or to share something that was extra memorable and special about this Pesach. So take a moment to think of that, and we'll give everyone an opportunity to share one of those things. It's kind of choose your own adventure. Anything along those lines that you'd like to share with us this evening, something that made your Passover really special, something that made getting ready for Shabbat really special, a memorable thing from this week, or a special memory from a Passover past. Who would like to start us off? Okay, we'll start over here. I'm going to give you the mic so that we can hear so that those at home can hear us too. Thank you.
We had a Seder at our house with 13 people and one baby, and it was very amazing. And for the first time, I tried my hand at making kugel and simis and things like that, and it was wonderful having everybody together. And we did a real Seder, and everybody had a wonderful time, so it was very, very meaningful for everyone.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Do you have anything you'd like to share? That was yours too. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Paul, you had your hand up, I think. Thank you.
Since we weren't having a communal one, I went over to Chabad, and that's a whole different environment. I mean, but David I had met before, and it was good. It was good doing that with Jews from a different kind of a background, and it was a blessing, and it was nice to see them and try to keep up with them. So that was good. And I met some people, and we visited a lot.
That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Who else has something they'd like to share? Jackie, did you have?
Sure.
Okay.
So this evening, as I was getting ready to come over, my son, who's stationed at Ramstein, sent over pictures, which I love, of the grandkids. And he had this big thing that was on a table, and it was a huge eagle. It was some award that he had been given for being, I don't know, top officer for something or other. And my 3-year-old granddaughter has now named it Dragony because it looks like a dragon. But it made my day.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Who else? What did you like about Passover, Lila? What did you like about Passover? You don't want to share? All right. What did you like about Passover?
I don't know.
What did you do for Passover? You don't remember? It's okay if you're feeling shy. Z, what would you like to share about Pesach? Nothing. My children are I don't know who they are. Do you want to share something?
We really missed having the communal Seder here in Vail, but it did provide us the opportunity to go with my family in Florida, which we normally don't get to do. So that was really nice.
Nice. Will, anything from your week you'd like to share? No? Okay. All right, Warshawski's Alex.
We had a Seder here, and my highlight was one child led the 4 questions without a miss, and the other one led Hallel.
Nice.
So I was thrilled.
Well done. Anyone else want to share? No? Want to share anything, Abby? Nathan? No? All right. Thank you so much for sharing all of these beautiful things about your week, about your Pesach. It's nice to get to check in with one another sometimes. All right, let's turn to the top of page 21, and we will read responsively. It is good to give thanks to you, O Lord, to praise your name through song. To the music of the lute and the harp, to the melody of the lyre, I will sing my delight. We'll join together at the bottom of page 20 for Tzadik Katamar. Tzadik Katamar Yifrach Ke'eres Bamanon. 'Cause 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 'C Africhu od yenuvun beseva deshenim vera'ananim yehiu lehakir ki yashar Adonai Zuri velo avlatabo. All right, as we turn together to page 23, is there anyone today who would like to lead us responsively in the prayer just for today? Yeah? Here, let me give you the mic. Sorry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is.
Just for today, I will live one day only, forgetting yesterday and tomorrow, and not trying to solve the whole problem of life at once.
Just for today, I will be unafraid of life and death, unafraid to enjoy the beautiful and be happy. People are as happy as they make up their minds to be.
Just for today, I will adjust myself to what is, and not try to adjust everything to suit me. If I cannot have what I like, I will try to like what I have.
Just for today, I will be agreeable, cheerful, charitable,
do my best,
praise people for what they can do, not criticize them for what they cannot do. And if I find fault, I will forgive it and forget it. I will try not to improve nor regulate anybody except myself.
Just for today, I will have a plan. I may not follow it exactly, but I will have one. It will save me from worry, hurry, and indecision.
Just for today, I will get people off my nerves and not get on theirs. I will appreciate them for what they do and what they are.
Just for today, I will not show it if my feelings are hurt.
Just for today, I will find a little time for quiet, to relax, and to realize what life is and can be. Time to think about God and get a better perspective of myself.
Just for today, I will look at life with fresh eyes and discover the wonder of it. I will know that as I give to the world, so the world will give to me.
Thank you so much. All right, let's all turn to page 24 as we join together in our call to worship the Baruch Hu, and I'd invite you to rise if you are able. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach. HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach. HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. You may be seated. All right, I would like to invite up all of our kids to lead us in the Shema. And Abby and Nathan, would you like to do the Hafta for us? All right, awesome. All right, come on up to do Shema for us. Siva, Lila, come on. All right, come on over here. Nice and loud.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Mahu Tov Le'olam Va.
V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha v'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlavtecha v'derech uv'shopecha uvkumecha uvshotam leot al yadecha v'hayu letodafot beinenecha uchtavtam amezuzot beitecha uvisharecha.
Do you know the Lema?
Olam lantiskaru v'asitem ekom mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim li'ot lachem Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Adonai Elohechem emes. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Let's read together responsively on the top of page 32. As the sun sets slowly behind the mountains of Vail, we gather together, appreciative of the many gifts we enjoy. We thank you each day for health of body, mind, and spirit. Let our daily actions reflect our gratefulness for our lives every moment with every breath. Now, Micha Mocha, which we will sing together in just a moment on page 32, is an extra special prayer for us during Pesach because we are celebrating crossing through the Red Sea and going to our freedom from Egypt. And this is the prayer that was uttered as soon as we got to the other side. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot oseh peleh, nora tehilot oseh peleh. Machutecha ra'u banecha, bukei hayam lifnei Moshe, Ze'elianu ve'amru, Ze'elianu ve'amru, Adonai imloch le'olam ba'ed, Adonai imloch le'olam ba'ed. Yai lai lai la lai la 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 lai, yai lai lai la lai la 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 lai, ya lai la lai lai, yai lai la lai, yai la lai lai, yai lai 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 lai. All right. May we lie down to sleep in peace, Adonai our God, and may you stand us up in the morning in life and spread over us this sukkah of peace. Let us feel your good guidance. Save us for your own sake. Defend our cause. Keep us far from enemies, from disease, from war, from famine, and from sadness. Help us to avoid evil and temptation, both before and behind us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you are a guarding and saving God, merciful and compassionate. Guard our going out and our coming in for life and for peace, now and always. At the top of page 34, please join with me as we sing Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom mehamidenu malkeinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom mehamidenu malkeinu lechaim. Ushmor tzeiteinu uvoeinu lechaim u'shalom me'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom mehamidenu malkeinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom mehamidenu malkeinu lechaim. Let's all turn to page 36. The people of Israel shall observe Shabbat, fulfilling it in all generations as an eternal covenant between me and the people of Israel. Let it serve as a letter, a message, a sign, a reminder. For 6 days Adonai created the skies and the earth, and on the seventh day Adonai ceased from work and rested completely. Veshamru bnei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Veshamru bnei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Beni uvein bnei Yisrael oti leolam, oti leolam. Veshamru bnei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. Veshamru bnei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi Shabbat vaynafash, Shabbat vaynafash, Shabbat vaynafash. Veshamru bnei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Veshamru bnei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. On page 38, in just a moment, we are going to begin singing Misha Berach. We'll sing one of the verses at the beginning, and then I will read some of the names of people for whom we are wishing for healing prayers this week. And after I read the name, I will look around the room, and as my eyes meet yours, if you have the name of somebody that you'd like to add to the list, I'd encourage you to do so at that time. Mi sheperach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. We offer blessings for a full healing to Gail Balin, Sue Beiser, Linda Cullen, Blanche Deutsch, Lynn Deutschman, Carol Ann Finn, David Fried, Jane Friedman, Betty Ann Gaynor, Deborah Goldman, Cliff Goldman, Donald Jaffe, Warren Janowitz, Mary Sue Katz, Skip Clowens, Herman Keek, Brian Kushner, Josh Marion, Renee Myers, Karen Numeroff, Pedro Prince, Stephen Reese, Roberta Scheller, Sam Schwartz, Henry Sheldon, Bill Silvers, Bert Solomon, Lauren Solomon, Deanna Stempler, Maury Strauss, Alan Tenenbaum, Toba Weinstock, Mickey Winokur. Mi sheperach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We will continue our service on page 40 as those who are able to rise as we join together in the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitkada ve'itkadash shemei Rabbah be'alma divra kirutei ve'amlich malchutei chayeh. Bagala bagala uvizman ve'imeru amen. Yahishmei Rabbah mevarach ve'alam ulam me'amaya Yitzbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shvei kudusha le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata ta'amir amel ve'imeru amen. We join together. Adonai, open my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. The top of page 42, Adonai Svatai, followed by silent prayer. You can either at that time choose to read the words on the pages of your prayer book, or you can just choose to take some moments of silent reflection or say the prayers that you have in your own hearts. Ananana Adonai. Ananana Svatai Tiftach. Ananana Ofi Yagid. Ofi Yagid Tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana Svatai Tiftach. Ananana Ofi Yagid. Ofi Yagid Tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana Svatai Tiftach. Ananana Ofi Yagid. Ofi Yagid Tehilatecha. You may be seated once you have completed your prayers or reflections. Hear my prayer, and may my prayer be worthy of being heard. Let's join together in our prayer for peace, Yehi L'Ratzon, on page 56. Yehi L'Ratzon Imrei Fi Behegyon Libi Lefanecha Adonai Suri Begoali Suri Begoali. A long, long time ago, in a faraway land, there was a small town. The people in this town were not wealthy, but they had everything they needed. Every Friday night, the people of the town would join together in their synagogue for Shabbat services. Each time they joined together for Shabbat services, they would begin the evening with a nigun that had been used in their town for as long as any of the people there could remember. This was their tradition, and it was very important to them. One night, after some of the people in the town were all sleeping soundly, they awoke to a terrible yell. "Fire! Fire!" someone called. A candle had fallen over in someone's home, setting their house on fire. The neighbors got out of bed as quickly as possible to try and contain the fire, but it only grew and grew. Soon the fire had spread, and they knew that there was nothing they could do to save their little town. The people gathered as many of their belongings as they could carry, and they fled to safety. They tried their best to stay together, but the group was split into two. The first half stopped near the north side of a river, and the other half stopped by the south side of the river. The people built new homes and new communities where they landed. After a number of years, they put the destruction caused by the fire behind them and began to live happy lives. Of course, they also built new synagogues and never, ever missed getting together on Friday nights. As the people living on the north side of the river gathered for Shabbat, they always began with a nigun, just like they remembered it from their old town. I de rumba de rumba de rai, I ge diggy 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 die. I de rumba de rai, I ge diggy diggy die. The people who settled on the south side of the river also gathered together on Friday night and began their Shabbat service with the nigun, just like they remembered it from their old town. I get diggy die, I get diggy die, I get diggy 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 die, I get diggy die, I get diggy die, I get diggy 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 die. One afternoon, a little girl living on the south side of the river set out to pick some flowers for her Shabbat table. She saw some beautiful pink flowers near the river, but she often used pink flowers, and she wanted to try something different, so she kept wandering further and further up the river. Finally, she came to a town. The people in the town were all walking in the same direction, so she followed them. They all entered a synagogue. "Oh no," thought the little girl, "it must be much later than I realized." Before she had a chance to turn around and leave, the people in the synagogue began to sing a nigun. But this was not the nigun that the little girl knew. This nigun that she heard went like this. I de rumba de rai, I ge diggy 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 die. I de rumba de rai, I ge diggy diggy die. The little girl ran home as fast as she could. Her parents would be worried about her when she was not home in time for Shabbat services, but once they saw her, they were relieved that she was home. "Where have you been?" asked her mother. "Oh, I went to pick flowers, but I walked so far up the river that I ended up in another town. I saw them going into their synagogue, and so I followed them, and they sang a nigun, but it was different." "Oh, they must have been singing it wrong," said her father. "Everyone knows that the right way to begin Shabbat is with I get diggy die, I get diggy die, I get diggy 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 die, I get diggy die, I get diggy die, I get diggy 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 die. The next day, news spread fast of the little girl's discovery. Everyone living on the south side of the river was outraged that there was a town nearby singing the nigun the wrong way. The people in the town decided that they needed to do something about it, and so they all began to walk up the river to find the other town. As they were walking, they began to sing, I get diggy die, I get diggy die, I get diggy 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 die, I get diggy die, I get diggy die, I get diggy 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 die. The people from the north side of the river heard the song approaching, and they went to go investigate. They began to walk down the river to see who could possibly be singing. They heard the nigun coming toward them, and a man from the town was outraged. "They're singing the nigun the wrong way," he shouted. "We need to show these people how to sing it the right way. I de rumba de rumba de rai, I ge diggy 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 die. I de rumba de rai, I ge diggy diggy die." The people from the north side of the river and the people from the south side of the river met each other face to face. The people from the north thought that they would show the people from the south the right way to sing the nigun, and so they said, "I get rumba de rai, I get diggy 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 die. I de rumba de rai, I get diggy diggy die." And the people from the south sang, "I get diggy die, I get diggy die, I get diggy 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 die. I get diggy die, I get diggy die, I get diggy 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 die." Until the little girl said, "Wait a minute. What if we sing them together? Maybe we're both singing the nigun the right way." The people were shocked, but they decided to give it a try. I de rumba de rai, I get diggy 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 die. I de rumba de rai, I get diggy diggy die. I get diggy die, I get diggy die, I get diggy 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 die. I get diggy die, I get diggy die, I get diggy 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 die. Everyone finally realized what had happened. They had each simply forgotten the other half of the nigun. They all remembered it correctly. They were just missing a small piece of it. At that point, they all understood that just because something may be a little bit different than you remember, it doesn't necessarily make it wrong. I de rumba de rai, I get diggy 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 die. I de rumba de rai, I get diggy diggy die. I get diggy die, I get diggy die, I get diggy 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 die. I get diggy die, I get diggy die, I get diggy 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 die. All right, we have this summer a summer packed with events. We're super excited to share them with everyone. I won't go through all of them right now. We don't have time. But if you pick up one of these little pamphlets, you can grab them from by the door, and I'll go over just a few things. May 6th and 13th and 20th, we are going to be having virtual Shabbat services, so they will not be here in person. They will be virtual. You can join us on YouTube, as some of you are doing currently. Just search B'nai Vail on YouTube and you will be able to join us for our services. We have so many bar and bat mitzvahs coming up this summer. We're so excited. Take a look in your pamphlet to see whose they are and when. We have book chavaras coming up. We have 2 amazing mountaintop services. Our first one on July 9th, we will have the incredible Jewish musician Colleen Ding. She'll be playing keyboard. And Ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei Shemei Rabba Mevarach Le'alam Ulamei Almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal Shemei Dekudsha B'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiram be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba min Shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. All right, so Seth's going to go back and grab the matzah, and we are going to conclude our service with Kiddush and Motzi on page 68. Adonai oz le'amo yitain. Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. Do we have it? It's in there. Okay, wonderful. All right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen l'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai bim bam bim 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 bam bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom, everyone.